Welcome back to Deep in the Woods, and this is really great on a great day. We are making strawbale gardens.
I'm Josh, and this is our daughter, Ivy.
I'm Celia, and this is our son, Hamish.
Here on Steep in the Woods, we live completely off-grid on a 26-acre homestead nestled deep in the Appalachian Mountains. You'll see no fancy stuff here. It's just making do with what you have and what you can figure out. If you're new to the project, a big warm welcome. If you're a tough old root, then welcome back. Today's video is about our strawbale gardens. The first thing you need to do is prepare your space. Whether you're in the city, on the side of a mountain, or down in a valley, you need to get your area ready for gardening. For us, that consisted of cutting down 1,000,000 briars, a whole bunch of small trees, and then raking up all the debris from our garden area. Then it's just a matter of setting your bales in place with whatever design that you want. You can do asymmetrical shapes, spirals, lines, whatever. Just do not put any more than 2 bales side by side. And you want to make sure to have the cut ends facing up. One side of your bales will be more folded and the other side will be more cut ends. The cut end side is the one that you want facing up. Now you season them. This is the method in which you put a high nitrogen fertilizer on/in these bales for a certain amount of time while keeping them well watered throughout the whole process. You can go on the internet and find all sorts of different recipes, but for us, this having only been the second year doing it, we've already learned that not every recipe fits all bales. Some straw bales are larger, some straw bales are smaller. So we just took to looking at the bales themselves. You want them to break down slightly, not enough to lose their substance, but enough to be more malleable. You will be able to feel a difference. You will be able to take your tool and it'll sink easily in the finished seasoned bales. You're also looking for a change in color. You want the bales to become darker. Mushrooms are also a really good sign. Now that your bales are seasoned and you've checked the temperature and to assure that it was under 100 degrees, now all you do is plant those vegetables you've been dying to get in the dirt all winter. If you're doing actually seedlings, just pull apart the hay, stick the seedling in, cover it back up, and give it a good amount of water. If you're using larger seeds like our caveman beans, you can just with a finger place those in about a ½ inch under the top of the bale. However, if you're using small seeds like chamomile or like any number, shepherd's purse, you are going to want to put down either peat moss or a small layer of soil on top, just to keep those seeds from getting lost in the bale itself. And that is it. You have successfully become a straw bale gardener with no tilling, no weeding, none of the other things that most people hate about gardening, the dirty work. All of that is taken out in the straw bale gardening method. All you've got to do now is make sure the bales do not dry out. This system takes a lot of water. But once you've seasoned and planted, all you got to do is water the whole year. There are many situations in which the straw bale garden can be the best gardening method for you. Say if you are renting and you just cannot tear up the landowner's yard, if your soil is really terrible, or if you just do not want, if the money matters less than the work, that is also a time where straw bale gardening will shine. We did it here specifically to save time, but mostly because this entire area, our entire flat spot, is only 6 inches above bedrock. There is no real dirt here. There is nothing but sprinkling of color on top of rock. So this system was really great, especially for our first year here. The end-all be-all goal here on the Steep in the Woods project is to have an organic no-till garden. And since we couldn't do that this year, this was a great segue into that. Because when the season is done, when it's winter, you just come out, rip apart your bales, spread them on the ground, and it's like lasagnaing a straw bale garden. You purchase these bales for several years in a row, spreading out the excess, knowing that eventually you'll have had so much excess that you can plant right in the dirt, and that it will be good and profitable. And that's pretty much it, really. I mean, it has so many pros and cons, but one of the many pros is how simple and easy it is. So if you are renting and can't tear up or till up the front yard, if you are elderly, or if you just don't want to get dirty but you want a garden, this is a very clean, easy, simple method to go with. If you like what you saw, hit that button. If you're new to the project, hit that other button. If you want to help support the project, there are links below. Until next time, here, Steep in the Woods.